Hey everybody, what's up? Pisnell68 here, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we managed to track down the Quarian who had evidence about Saren being behind Eden Prime. We presented it to the Council, and they promoted us to the first human Spectre. In this episode, we're not going to capitalize on that at all, and we're going to run around the Citadel and do all the side quests that are available to us before we leave, because the next main story thing is to leave the Citadel and go after Saren. So we're going to be doing side quests for the meantime. Speaking of which...
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Alright, so we have,
Upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
Alright, so we have a side quest to go find Admiral Kahoku's men. Be sure to keep that in mind. I believe there's a dude... Yep.
I hope he's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
Okay.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Alright, got a side quest from him, and I believe that's all we can get here in the tower for now, so let's just run through this immaculate garden that I'm sure it took ages to get right. Yes, we have stuff to do on the Presidium. Let's go to the embassies first off. And yes, Samesh Bhatia, he has... We gotta talk to a dude for him. That's right over here in this bar. Okay, so that way to the bar, but I believe there's a keeper in here. Yep. How many of these do we have, by the way? I'll check after I scan this one. Journal. 16 of 20. There's actually 21 keepers in the game. And Tali was just stuck in that door, okay. In Legendary Edition, they changed it from needing to collect all 20 to just all 21 to just needing to collect 20. Do you have anything specific to say, Executor?
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
I'll do everything I can to stop Saren.
That's what worries me. Was there something you wanted?
Not really, no.
I'll be going
I was just seeing if you had anything interesting to say. Okay, now we head into the bar. Clerk Bosker.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think the research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You've got to have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
I'll tell Mr. Bhatia about this. It might make it easier for him to understand.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
Alright, so they're investigating his wife's body because she has interesting weapon markings that they've not normally seen before. Scan this keeper because I knew he was back here. Do you still have nothing to say?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Yeah. She's a named NPC, so obviously she's gonna have something to say at some point, but...
Wish there were more humans around.
Bro, this is... You're at, like, the center... Not, like, the geographical center, but, like, the center of the galaxy. Like, you really expect there's gonna be more humans around, dude?
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
So you can side with Samesh, or you can side with Mr. Bosker.
Mr. Bhatia, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
She died a hero, Mr. Bhatia, and now she has a chance to save even more lives.
It doesn't matter. She's dead. I just want her to come home. I miss her so much. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
That was, I did not like his reaction out of that. I've never, sided with Mr. Bosker before. I've always sided with Samesh. I decided to side with, Mr. Bosker just to do something different for once, but, doubles your discount in stores. I've put so much into Charm, and I've just been neglecting, like, everything else. I'm gonna stick with that decision, though, and live with it. I'm gonna do a loop around the Presidium real quick, and I'll, you know, cut around if I find anything interesting. Speaking of something interesting.
Not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Stubborn jelly? Everybody just refers to the Hanar as jellyfish, which they're not wrong. It's just always funny to hear people refer to them like that.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Are you allowed to preach here in the Presidium?
The words this unworthy one speaks are merely observations of the truth. The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
That's not what I asked.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Alright, let's continue our little loop around through. Actually, I saw a keeper right over here. I'm not sure if I've gotten that one yet. So while we're running around, actually, something I want to talk about. Time in the Mass Effect universe, obviously, every planet is going to have its own track of time based on its own, like, orbit around its sun, its rotation on its axis, things like that. So, the way that Mass Effect has gone about and done that...
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Yeah, whatever, Vina. The way Mass Effect has done about to have kind of a standardized time system is Galactic Standard Time, which Galactic Standard Time It's a reference to decimal time in the real world, which was a unit used briefly in revolutionary France. Days in Galactic Standard Time consist of 20 hours divided into 100 minutes divided into 100 seconds, the seconds of which are only half as long as a second here on Earth in the real world. The difference between Galactic Standard and Decimal Time being that Galactic Standard has 20-hour days, while Decimal Time only has 10. So yeah, they loosely based it off of an actual way to track time, which is pretty neat, and it does help us as the viewer keep track of stuff. This is from one of the Mass Effect novels. I'll put it on the screen which specific one it is. I got this keeper already. I don't know why I ran up here. But yeah, it's just real interesting to note. Anyways, I will see you guys when I find something of interest again. Okay, so we're back over here where we found the Hanar and the Turian at. Obviously we didn't encounter anything interesting. However, yeah, this little section that we're going to right now, for the longest time, I did not know this area actually existed on the Citadel. Let me use this elevator real quick.
Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Oh, that was it for that little news exchange? Okay. So yeah, this is like a whole little hallway between the wards and the actual Presidium.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but we could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
I'm pretty sure there is a keeper here somewhere. Yeah. It took me forever to finish this side quest initially because I didn't know that this area existed. You can't access this through rapid transit or anything. This is only available by foot.
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tally.
As the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a mistake.
Always having interesting conversations when you're on the elevator. Okay, so we're back down here in the wards. First off, there's Emily Wong over here that we never caught up with.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Okay, I don't think there's anything in that direction. Let us... Okay, I was wondering where this was. Flux is another one of the clubs that we heard about down here on the in the wards. Not on the Citadel. I mean, I guess, yes, it's on the Citadel, but you know what I mean. And yeah, this place seems to be a bit more lively than Cora's Den, where Cora's Den seemed sleazy and was the base of operations for a criminal. This place just seems like an actual proper bar. Or a club, I should say.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Be careful.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran?
I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Dorn before she left to... sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
Was she not aware of, like, the whole gunfight that went down there? Involving us, of all people? Okay, there's a keeper over here behind these gambling machines. It's actually suspicious. That's a weird jingle. Get ourselves another level up real quick. Put him into Spectre training just so I have Unity unlocked, and then I'll work on other stuff here. Oh. Nice Tollygut stuff. And we have a suspicious gambling machine right here.
Someone rigged this machine to funnel credits their way. I'll run a trace.
Anyways, we have these things called Quasar tables. Let me find one I can play at. Yeah, 20 credits to play, get closest to 20 without going over, and then you have different amounts of payouts. If you press X, you'll add any number between 4 and 7, and if you press Y, you'll add any number between 1 and 8. Yeah, so this is basically just 21 is all it is, or blackjack. Very simple to understand. I don't particularly play it too much, but it's an interesting little side distraction nonetheless. Ooh, nice. Got a straight 20 there. Where's a high stakes one? Because that has different amounts to it. Right here. So yeah, 200 credits to play, and your payouts are much higher, being able to get 400 if you hit 20. Let's just see if I can make this 200 back real quick by playing. Managed to. Nice. Okay. Let us continue with our side quest and stuff, though. Done here in Flux for now. I'm gonna make my way over to Cora's Den and just cut there so you guys don't have to actually watch it. I know I could just use the fast travel, but I'm lazy. Alright, and here we are on Cora's Den. As I said before, we never actually visited this place when it was, you know, not being a thug hideout. So let's check this place out.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a second.
First off, we gotta talk with Jenna.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
She puts on a brave face.
Alright, well, Jenna doesn't seem interested in talking to us. One thing you can do here is you can just sit down in a chair and watch these Asari strippers. If you relax, Shepard will just kind of like lean back. Or you can sit forward if you want. It's so dumb. There's probably someone out there who's gotten off to it before. Anyways, have General Septimus over here. Been a while since we've had to do something involving him.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
This is pathetic. What could a woman do to put you in this state?
Because she rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Why is a general in charge of a fleet?
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
Yes.
It damn well couldn't hurt.
Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her, after I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
His fringes are clipping through his headpiece there.
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the Elcor.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Yeah, but the way the Alliance works, I can never obtain that rank. I can only obtain Admiral. So, here's Harkin. We never directly spoke to him during our, quest to find stuff out about Saren. I did not mean to crouch there. But you can talk to him here.
Let me drink it.
Never mind, I thought you could. I thought you could actually talk to him. He has some interesting stuff to say, but I'm not going to get too much into it here.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
That was odd. What was he trying to tell us?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Ooh, I like the little spooky music there. Okay, with that though, we've cleaned up most of the side quests that we have here in the Citadel. We have a few more, but I'm going to save those for next time. So, I will see you guys then.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.